Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine of the four winds of the earth and all true van and sincerity. On the Mount Ariyah from Mississippi County, Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. This lesson pretty much going to go into how blood shall pursue thee, speaking on Esau, Edom, because, throughout their history of that nation, self-proclaimed, white race, has done nothing but, been a counselor to the earth and a murderer since the beginning, as the scripture says. And his primary target has always been the nation of Israel, okay? Starting with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? He has had that hatred in his heart, since the blessing, okay, that Abraham bestowed upon Isaac, and the saga continues today, so they speak. But this devil has still had that perpetual hatred and seek to destroy the nation of Israel, by any means necessary. So he have set up, particular puppets, when it comes to these entertainers, these athletes, rap artists, singers, whatever, these particular church preachers, the list goes on and on. And it's all because of the hatred he has in his heart for the nation of Israel. But because of all that hatred, there's going to come a time when the table is going to turn and the blood is going to pursue him. And we're watching the tables turn. We're watching this devil rulership being diminished. Okay? And it's definitely a beautiful thing, and all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, these things are happening, man. The Lord is using his prophets to go out on the highways and byways, preach the gospel, tearing down strongholds all through the spirit. And it's definitely putting this devil back against the wall, man. And they say when a dog has his back against the wall, he pretty much, do anything he can to survive and get out of that corner. So this devil is finna, do all type of psyops. He's finna use his news outlets, his propaganda, his blessing, because we know the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, according to Job 9:24. So any tool he has, he can utilize to bring forth this chaos, so he can come with the, make the problem, come with the reaction, or see the reaction and come to the solution. He can use those events as benefits to push or bring forth his NWO, as well as the charagma, okay, the chip size, the grain of rice size device, the chip, the MOTB. And in his digital system. But ultimately, all this is to separate the Lord's people from him, dismantle and destroy as many Israelites as he can, offset prophecy, and bring forth his NWO. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures here and I'm gonna close it out. And this is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, starting at verse 41, Salaki. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing where his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Because, when you read through this chapter, you know, Isaac basically was on his deathbed and he wanted, venison. So Esau went out to hunt, and Rebekah, suited up Isaac with some of Esau's clothing and put goat's hair on him and fixed him some food. And when Isaac presented the food to Jacob, so like when Jacob presented the food to Isaac, long story short, he received the blessings of the fatness of the earth, which was a authentic blessing. So when Esau returns from hunting, he's crying and wanting Isaac to bless him. So the Lord allowed through the Spirit that Isaac was able to bless Esau as well, but he blessed them with this synthetic rulership to rule the earth, man. But it was only for a matter of time. And we're seeing that time, so like I said, a matter of time, but for a moment of time. And we're seeing that time ending. That moment is coming to an end. Okay? So he was going to slay his brother Jacob, right? And Esau's in these words of Esau, her elder son were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, both confront himself, proposing to kill thee. So Esau was planning on killing Jacob because of the birthright. So Rebekah told him to flee, but this is that hatred that Esau had for Jacob, and this is his mission, man, is to kill Jacob. And to this day, to this day, he still has that hatred in his heart to pursue, to slay his brother Jacob, So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, starting at verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and that's a continuing, nonstop hatred, man, that Esau has had for Jacob since the blessing was given unto Jacob, man. Esau has hated Jacob since the blessing, and really before then, if go back to Cain and Abel, but I'm gonna continue on. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, our power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So, basically what goes around comes around. This devil has touched the apple of the Lord's eye. He has had this continual, perpetual hatred, and he has slain the blood of Israelites, and shedded their blood as if it was, not going to be any repercussions behind it, like he wasn't going to have to deal with any judgment for that that horrendous deed, man. That the slaughter that he has been doing to the nation of Israel for decades, man, centuries. Okay? Salakia. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out of him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolation. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. So, this devil is going to pay. Okay, he's going to be destroyed. He's going to have his bloodshed. He's going to know the loss of children. Okay, he's going to go in captivity because he have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. And he thought, just like his forefather Lamech, that he could slay men and not have to be held accountable for it. So, and Lord willing, I'm gonna do another video later, man, just showing how this devil is a murderous bastard, man. Because you got the Jakes here in Mississippi in the Delta that they found, pretty much lynched, pretty much hanging, and who fits that MO? You got all these so-called black truck drivers that are coming up missing. There's a particular one that come to mind, Eric Darnell, he's missing, supposedly missing, found his truck. But it's only gonna get worse, man. This devil is really finna expose his horns, man. And that's why we tell our people, man, you trust in this devil, you believe that some of them are good, man. Look, man, the scripture say he's estranged from the womb, man. This nigga can't do good. He's the wicked. He's the evil man. But pressure. Blood is gonna pursue him, man. He's gonna know that the Lord Yahweh is dealing with the nation of Israel, starting with his elect, man. And this devil is going to get his due diligence, man, his due judgment, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, quick and to the point. This devil is going to, the lady got on John 3:16, God so loved the world, he only gave his only begotten son, so those that believe him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That's talking about the nation of Israel, man. The apostles had gone into it. Brothers had gone into it, the elder bishops, elders, going into, cosmos, a particular world, the Israelite world, okay? So, again, Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.